Volatility of politics in the country, and we just want to have a quick chat with Babu Owino, the Embakasi East Member of Parliament, who's already in studio. Babu, karibu sana.
Asante sana.
It's great to have you with us. Thank you for your time. I mean, it was a long day. We saw you in Kitengela earlier in the day, consoling with the family of Vincent Ayomo, who was killed, unfortunately, during the Linda Mwananchi rally that was held like 2 weeks ago thereabout. First of all, it's good to see leaders actually take time off their busy schedules to, reflect on the events that have happened. From where you sit, does your group bear any responsibility following the loss of 2 lives during the Linda Mwananchi talks?
Yes, I will put it as it is. First of all, I want to take this opportunity to wish my Muslim brothers and sisters a happy Ramadan, a Ramadan full of peace, love, unity, and hope. Then I want to talk about political intolerance. Political intolerance means that you are denied an opportunity to speak, to express your views, and that if you have a contrary opinion to those in the system, then they can't give you an opportunity to express it or to show it. In simple terms, we know where Kenyans come from. We know the Bill of Rights as enshrined and envisaged in the Constitution of Kenya. And we know clearly that freedom of speech is enshrined in the Constitution. Freedom to peaceably assemble, to hold demonstrations, to hold rallies. All these freedoms we are enjoying, the rights that we are enjoying today are rights that were fought for many years ago. And freedom of speech, Jesse, is the oxygen of democracy. And I want to tell you that whatever is happening in our country now is not new. We lost Vincent Ayomo. May his soul rest in peace. Vincent Ayomo was shot dead by police officers at Kitengela. He was shot dead by police officers at Kitengela. Today, the DCI officers were talking about the violence that's taking place, yet they're the ones who are causing this violence. We saw Vincent dying after being shot by the police officers. A widow has been left behind. A child of 1 year, 4 months. Today we went there.
It's unfortunate, yeah.
It is quite unfortunate that even the wife of Vincent is not employed, has no work to do, has no business. This is a young lady at the age of 24 who's been left a widow with nothing. How this child will be educated is something else. There will be no way by which this child will be educated. There's no way by which this child is going to get food. There's no way by which even the parent is going to sustain herself economically. That tells you the insensitive nature of the government. The government has the monopoly of violence. They have the tools of violence. They have the guns, they have the bombs, they have the rungus, they have the tear gas, and applying excessive force. This is one of the top 10 agenda that Baba was fighting for. Baba was very clear that the top 10, the top 10 issues that Baba wanted be implemented by the current government. One of them was that allow people to express their interest freely, allow people to hold demonstrations. You may not like what I say, as Baba used to say it, but I will defend to the death of your right to say it.
Okay.
It is so clear. Now, if we go to Kisumu, another gentleman was killed yesterday by the name George Oluwande. George Oluwande is a boda rider. George Oluwande was my supporter as at yesterday. He came to our rally. The police officers, I saw a statement today, they were saying that this person was beaten by the mob justice. We went for the rally at Mbale in Vihiga County. We found a gentleman had been killed there. That gentleman was simply killed. And I'm saying with a lot of conviction as an advocate of the High Court. He was killed by goons who were hired by the PS Interior, Dr. Raymond Omolo. I'm telling you with conviction.
And
Why
we'll
am I
get to the
saying so?
evidence, of course,
I'm
because
telling
we'll
you
have
this.
to interrogate that. But at the end of the day, politicians should bear some burden of responsibility, especially when you're the ones organizing some of this.
The first responsibility, that the first person to bear responsibility, who should be sacked and should be charged, is Raymond Omolo.
Okay.
The PS of insecurity and goons administration in the country is the one who organized goons to access airport with pangas. Is the one who organized goons who are robbing people at Kondele. Is the one who organized goons to kill this George. And this is not the first time. You remember the death of Ongondo Were? You remember the by-election? The person who was organizing goons, do you know who it was? Do you know why Kaluma, as a member of parliament, was beaten at Ongondo Were's during the by-election and nobody was arrested? Because the PS himself was funding those violence because he was supporting a different candidate. I want to tell you clearly that the person sponsoring violence in these rallies is none other than the PS for insecurity, Raymond Omolo. Is the one who is doing all these things. Remember when Baba passed on? We were going to bury Baba.
Okay.
Do you know that he's the same person who organized goons against me that I should not access Baba's burial? Meanwhile, he had never even voted for Baba. He never even wanted Baba to be a president.
So tell me
he was
this
crying
briefly.
more than they believed.
Yes or no? Do you guys have tear gas canisters in your possession? The government seems to be pointing to such a scenario.
Let me ask you, Jesse.
Yeah.
The government has serious machinery. The government has serious investigators. The government has an opportunity to get to know where these tear gas are kept.
Okay.
There is no civilian. There is no shop in Kenya that sells tear gas. There is no shop in Kenya. Tear gas is imported by the government and is in custody of the government,
Fair
the
enough.
police.
Okay.
So therefore, any person in possession of a tear gas, it's either a police officer or a person who's been given this tear gas by a police officer.
So they're simply
A
trying
civilian,
to deflect blame.
These people are just shifting blame. And
Okay.
lastly, on the issue of an arrest, I don't know if you want us to discuss it now because my security officers were
Well, we'll
arraigned today in
get
court.
to it a little bit
Very
later
good.
on. Since we were just touching on a few issues to do with political intolerance, we have so much time to delve into these details, and thank you for availing yourself. Of course, we'll get to interrogate the evidence you have.
Yes.
As you've mentioned a couple of names right here, pointing to the PS of Interior.
Yes.
And as an advocate, we'll definitely...
I have messages here
Okay.
from the people who were hired, my brother.
Well, it's about to get interesting. You can't afford to miss this conversation, and we'll be continuing in just but a few minutes, even as we highlight some of the stories making headlines during the day. So, Babu Owino, calm down. You can grab a water kidogo as we continue with some of the stories. So do stay with us as we continue with the KTN Prime Bulletin right here. And as I mentioned, there's a lot happening in the